So there's a live counter. I'll see when Dom's on. And he pretty much just streams this back onto Discord. And this is the only way that I've been able to figure out how to do this, to have this on YouTube and to have it on Discord. So if you guys know any other way, it'd be great. But yeah, let's give it like 30 more seconds. Hey. This. Sweet. Yo, what's going on, YGG SEA fam? It's your host, Darth Shi. Welcome to another exciting AMA. Today we have Infinite Arcade, and from their team we have Andrew and Ozan. Welcome, guys.
Hey, hello. Thanks for having us.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you guys. So do you want to give like a quick intro about yourselves and, let the community know more about you, and then we can start with the AMA?
Sure. I'll go first. We'll go in alphabetical order. No order of importance or anything like that. Hi, everybody. I'm Andrew Dubatoka. I'm from California, the Bay Area. I have been working on the Infinite Arcade for the last 6 months or so. It's about 6 months old. So we've all been working on it that long. And I'm super excited to be here. I handle everything related to marketing and community at the Infinite Arcade. So super stoked to be here and excited to be working with the YGG SEA fam.
All right, beautiful. So my name is Ozan. I have a gaming background, used to work at a games publisher here at Infinite Arcade since the beginning of things. Pretty excited for our partnership with YGG SEA. I am responsible for every customer-facing thing here at Infinite Arcade, meaning partnerships with guilds, listening to scholars, and of course, adding new games to our beautiful arcade.
Awesome. That's such a nice intro. So let me jump into these questions. So what is Infinite Arcade and why is it so special?
Sure, I'll take that one. All right. Well, I think it's the first thing I'd say about the Infinite Arcade is that it's still really early. Like I said, we've only been around for about 6 months, and in that time, we've launched a ton. Basically, what we're doing at the Infinite Arcade is we are building a Web3 platform that the simplest way to say it is it's going to improve mobile gaming for the players and for the people that make mobile games. I think most of the people at YGG SEA are more mobile gamers or players than makers. So I'll focus on kind of that piece of the Infinite Arcade, and we can maybe get into the mobile developer stuff, mobile game developer stuff later. But essentially, the Infinite Arcade is a meta layer that will sit across thousands, maybe millions of mobile games. And it will basically power people to be able to have an ownable identity across all the different mobile games they play, across the entire ecosystem. And with that identity, they can play to own a huge part of the Infinite Arcade economy. and really own a piece of the mobile game industry. So we'll get kind of more into, I'm sure, the product and how it'll work and all the ins and outs of it. But that's what the Infinite Arcade is all about. It's not just play to earn. I think we're just getting started, and it's meant to be an expansive ecosystem. And then the last thing I'll say, what kind of makes it special, is the scale that we are going to provide and the choice. So if you think about blockchain gaming right now, a lot of the economies, a lot of the communities can often be focused on just one game, which is great. There's some great ones out there. But what we want to try to do is create an ecosystem that is powered by thousands of games. And what that will do is not only just create a mass, one of the biggest audiences, but it'll give everybody a lot of choice. We know that gamers play games, and most people don't just play one game. So we want to give people a way and an economy to own across many, many games. And so they'll never get tired of it. They'll never get tired of our games because there's thousands more for them to check out. And yeah, I think the last thing I'd say is that, we're really excited to be partnering with YGG SEA. And since it's so early, I think it'll be really interesting just to see how we partner together to shape what IA becomes.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe just one comment on that last bit. So one of the main reasons why we are so excited for this partnership is I see Infinite Arcade as a revolutionary mechanism between developers and their community. So what we want to do is we want to bring game creators and game players all together and enable them to talk with each other, enable them to build their community. So the community aspect is a huge importance for game developers because they've been cut off from their players through app stores, through publishers, and through all of these ad-based chain of events. And now through Infinite Arcade, the approach is that they'll be in direct contact with each other, which is kind of a revolutionary thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Community is what's all about, right? I'm pretty sure everyone that's listening right now, I'll give a quick shout out to probably like the Sohai gang and the IROC gang. I know you guys are listening, so just a quick shout out. So going on to my next question, can you tell us a little bit about the team and the team behind IA?
Yeah, cool. So yeah, the first thing I'd say is that the team behind IA, what we're really trying to do is build something that follows all of the key Web3 principles, where it is super decentralized, owned by the community. So even though we're the team today, if the Infinite Arcade vision plays out fully, it's meant to be an open source, decentralized system that's kind of owned and governed by all the members. But that being said, there is an amazing team that is kind of standing it up and getting it going. I won't go into individual names or anything like that, but we have a really passionate team of core creators and core contributors. If you go to our website, infinitearcade.com, you scroll all the way down, you can see a massive list of all the people that are working on the project. And, each one has like a LinkedIn or a website that they have as their official go-to. So we're fully doxed, and yeah, there's a great team. Just to kind of sum it up, we have a group of people from a wide range of industries, but the common thread definitely is gaming. We have, CEOs that are either current CEOs or previous CEOs of gaming companies. We have people that come from a fintech background, a lot of tech people and product people that come from fintech. We have some, current and ex mobile game developers, so people that have built mobile games and or are still building mobile games. We have a group of folks also from the ad tech space and the user acquisition space, a lot of which was in gaming. And finally, we have a lot of kind of blockchain and crypto natives. I think some of the folks on our team had a a hand in some early projects, or were just investing, upwards of 10 years ago. So yeah, I think that kind of sums it up. We even have some mechanical engineers, some really crazy people on our team. So yeah, it's a wide group of people. And I think what kind of just brings us all together is we're all really, really passionate about the gaming industry and looking to use blockchain to improve it. And I think we have the team and the skills to get it going. And then hopefully everybody else joins in and helps us shape the future.
Nice. Ozan, do you want to say anything more, or
Oh,
we
that's a
can?
perfect summary. Thank you.
Nice.
Well
So
done,
yeah,
everyone.
I mean, that's so amazing. Like, moving on to the next question, this kind of jumps piggybacks onto what we were just talking earlier, but like, how many games can we expect on platform, and what type of games are we going to be able to play? Number and type of games.
Sure, I'll take this one. So on Infinite Target, the mission is obviously offering various game genres in vast amounts. What we can expect realistically until the end of this year is more than 100 games on our platform. And we'll be focusing moving forward a lot more into games which will offer a certain competition feeling. Currently, we have more of a hyper casual and casual type of games, which are very easy to onboard. That was on purpose, actually, so that the scholars can start playing the game, the community can start enjoying the whole entertainment as easy as possible. All games are self-explanatory. The onboarding is done within a couple of seconds. That was the easy entrance that we wanted to target, which is established right now. So moving forward, we'll be looking for more type of sports games, player versus player type, and games where we can offer some tournaments among guilds, for example, or among teams of guilds. This will be our direction. Yeah, I hope this answers the question.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of onboarding with, different games that, like, just, I mean, I'm just throwing this out because everyone talks about it, but like, Axie, right? Everyone goes back to Axie. It took forever for me to download like the Ronin wallet and just setting everything up. But like, I'm so happy to hear that, you guys are like making it accessible for, people that have zero crypto knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. That was one important point for us from the beginning on. So all games are available on App Store and Google Play. They can be downloaded from anywhere in the world without any, in between web browsers or any other apps. Just go to store, download our apps. The links are in infinitearcade.com. And we are announcing them on our Discord every time when we release a new one. So it's an easy onboarding. This is super important to highlight because scholars might enjoy just being right in the action from the beginning on.
Yeah, for sure. And moving forward with your easy onboarding process, what is the vision for Infinite Arcade?
Yeah. I think you guys are hitting one of the main pieces that I think also sets us apart, which we'll get into. So, kind of just taking a step back, and I think I touched on this, but the whole vision, the whole point that we exist is to really try to make mobile gaming better. And we want to create an economy and a system that are owned and operated by the gamers and the game makers themselves. We want to kind of take the power back and try to create an economy that we can own, opposed to only being able to live within the big tech gaming economies that are created today. We're not going to move away from those, but this is going to be in addition to that, and a place where we can take the Web3 principles and really kind of take over the gaming industry if we do this right. And what we really want to do is then create products that benefit that community and that economy. And those are products and experiences that will benefit people that play games and people that make games. And that includes, I think we really have a strong push for just a normal gaming audience, people that we call normies out there, people that aren't necessarily crypto natives. They may have never played a blockchain or any type of Web3 game before. And we want to make it easy and enjoyable and fun for them to play games, but also get on chain. And that will have a massive benefit to the economy. Mobile games have millions of players, billions of dollars in revenue. And if we can all bring that on chain through the Infinite Arcade, it's going to be very special, and it's going to kind of help create this massive economy. And again, the kind of secret sauce there is being able to live across many, many different games. So that's why we'll continue to focus on mobile games. I think Ozan talked about the different types of games that we'll bring on. And I think we're super open and want to bring on that, games so there's something for everyone. But the real point is to really get millions of people and thousands of games on chain. And then the product benefits that brings is massive, right? So it's not just about play to own or rewards. It will have identity and characters. People will be able to level up, be able to kind of like create their own players and level those up and transact and own those assets, which they can make money off of. Ozan talked a lot about competition. A huge part of the Infinite Arcade vision is competition and being able to create and sustain really fun competitive experiences out there across all these different games. And then finally, again, just having these kind of ownable and consumable products that can be bought, sold, traded on our system in a way that allows people that are putting in the time and putting in the knowledge into the platform can get stuff out of it and get stuff out of that economy in a very sustainable way. And again, that sustainability will really come from the mass scale and bringing on chain those millions and billions of players and millions of dollars of kind of just money that's spent on gaming, on mobile games each year.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about like billions of dollars of revenue and like all these massive on-chain games that you're going to be bringing on, which is really interesting because I guess to the normies and to the crypto degens, can you share some highlights, some interesting numbers or insights from your Infinite Arcade journey so far?
Cool, yeah. So I've done a little homework. I got some notes jotted down, but we got some pretty interesting stats. So I think just to put a stamp on it, those two numbers that are official are, when it comes to mobile gaming in the world, 2 billion people play mobile games, and it creates close to $200 billion every year in revenue. That's mobile gaming alone. So that's what the market that we are most attracted to. It's the biggest within gaming. So those are two kind of like key highlights and stats for anybody out there doing their due diligence on this project. Another key one, Ozan didn't brag about it, but in a short amount of time, again, this project really launched live publicly March of this last year. We're talking 3 months ago. Like we're ground floor with this project. We already have 21 games that are live within the app stores. There's 27. There's 27 different games that you can play today with an Infinite Arcade NFT and earn rewards, earn tick. Another really great stat that we have is, so the Infinite Arcade has a technology integration that it's an SDK. I'm sure people are familiar with that term. Basically, mobile game developers can integrate the Infinite Arcade system technology and then go on chain on the Polygon chain, which we run on top of, super easily. And the great thing is that allows Infinite Arcade to tap into those existing users. So right now, across these 27 games that are live, our SDK, our technology is being talked to, it's being called by over 300,000 people a day already. Not all those people have the access keys, have the NFTs, obviously, but that's kind of our user base and what we're able to capture on chain. So in such a short amount of time, we're already reaching this massive audience, which just goes to show you how powerful this space is in gaming and the growth potential. Because in 3 months, we're already, we'll be well onto 1 million very soon. And then the last kind of highlights or stats I'll mention. So our token is live on QuickSwap. The ticker is TIC, TIC, which stands for Token of Infinite Choice. That's what can be bought and sold and earned in our games. It's our utility token. So that's live on QuickSwap and coming to other exchanges very soon. Our governance token will come out later this year. That's still kind of TBD, but just mentioning that, everybody I think is familiar with that token model. So TIC's our utility token. It's live now. Our governance token's coming out later. And when it comes to TIC, we've already rewarded 2.5 million TIC to the different players and NFT holders and scholars that are currently playing on the Infinite Arcade, with billions more coming. So yeah, we've been really busy in the last 3 months. It's been super exciting to see all the momentum, and excited for the YGG SEA fam to get in the mix and keep growing with us.
Wow, those are some crazy stats right there. Like I've been blown away by some of those numbers too. Just like the 2 billion and 200 billion revenue. You guys are saying how you're doing 1 million, onboarding. So yeah, those are some nice numbers for, I guess, the normies and for the crypto degens out there. But moving on to my next question, there's so much excitement between YGG SEA and Infinite Arcade. What are the future possibilities with this partnership?
Sure, cool. I can start, and then I'm sure Ozan will get into it as well. So we're really excited to work with YGG SEA. I think it's been in the making now for just a short amount of time. I think once we got in contact with each other and started talking, it seemed to make a ton of sense. So we're all really excited. I think YGG SEA, just give you guys a bit of a pat on the back, has a great reputation and such a growing force in the space. Already been involved with really impressive things. So it's actually like quite the honor for Infinite Arcade to be working with everybody. I think what will be really interesting is kind of once we're really excited to get everybody into our community and kind of crossing our communities together and seeing what comes out of it. I personally can't really say exactly what's in store. Only the future will kind of tell us that. But I think right now is a really, really interesting time in the industry. And even the happenings of the last couple of months, I think has really changed people's mindsets. And even at Infinite Arcade, we're remaining to stay like super agile and really open and trying new things. That's what Web3 is all about. So the one thing I can say is, fairly confident that 6 months from now or a year from now, the things that we're going to achieve together are going to be important and probably first ever. So I think that's really amazing. And the thing that we have both committed to, which we stated these numbers publicly, so now we got to make it happen, is that we're looking to onboard over 500,000 people through YGG SEA specifically in the next year and a half or so. So the one thing that's definitely in store for this partnership is just growth, a lot of growth, and hopefully a massive community to come. And we think that the Infinite Arcade and the scale and the choice that we'll bring will be able to sustain that community in much bigger communities, because the number of games and kind of the depth of the experience. Ozan, did anything you want to add since you're the head of partnerships? I kind of just jumped in there.
No, that's a perfect explanation. I think I'll go a little bit more in detail when we talk about the roadmap and what's coming next.
Nice. So yeah, there's been like a few games out there that have been playing, like, well, I wouldn't say there's a few games. Most traditional games out there, there's ads in there. And then, with this whole movement of Web3 play to earn, there's a lot of like chatter about ads in these games. So, will the players or scholars be able to play games without ads?
Yeah, that's a quite valid concern there. One thing to highlight is most of these games are still coming from the Web2 space, where they were driven by the ad monetization. So there was either the way of selling the games on the stores, or making the entrance free to download, and then try to monetize the development efforts by showing ads. So most of our partners are coming from this background, but we clearly and loudly heard the need that scholars are basically already paying for the entrance into the system. So having another monetization system on top of their shoulders is not that fair. So what we're going to do is we will be releasing a feature pretty soon. The back end is done, front end is done. It will be announced very soon, so that players can play the games without seeing any ads. By ads, I mean these are the banners and the full screen ads, which appear in between levels. There are some other features which are tied with game progression. They might remain intact, but yeah, to answer your question, in short, yes, there will be games without ads.
Great. I mean, that's wonderful news. Well, not just for me. As a gamer, any mobile game for me right now, I don't mind the ads as long as I get the rewards, right?
Yeah, that's the whole idea, indeed.
But yeah, you were talking about how, well, Andrew was talking about Tick, the token of infinite. What was it? Infinite. Um,
Token of
Choice.
infinite choice.
Infinite choice. Yeah. So, what kind of burn mechanics will there be?
Yeah, so I can take this one. So the economy model basically foresees a couple of things in order to release the or relieve the sell pressure in the market. So obviously, one major way is to invest tick again into the ecosystem, which is minting new NFTs. But there will be also consumable products, such as tournaments and subscription models, where you can either block the ads or maybe even gain more advantages in comparison to other players. But where we see, so just to combine this with the vision a little bit, I think when we talk about tick burning mechanism, the question which underlies there is economy sustainability. And in our model, the sustainability of the economy is given through the fact that tick being economy item for thousands of games, where you can trade things, where you can, let's just say, you earn tick in one game which you particularly like, but the other game you like as well, but it's very difficult, and you can use your tick from that game to buy boosters and anything like that in the other game. So basically, the whole economy model will be shifting into a meta layer, as we call it, where not only the US dollar equivalent, but also the purchasable products among other games is very important for the entertainment and fun part of things.
Hey, Ozan.
Nice. Yeah.
Hey, Ozan, would you mind, just since you're on the topic of tick, and I just saw a question pop up too in the chat, but would you mind just kind of explaining how, based on what's live today, our kind of initial phase, how tick
Yeah.
earning works? works and like the across games and all those little details?
Yeah, sure. So on Infinite Arcade, one NFT, let's just base this model on NFTs and not scholars, because scholars might be renting several NFTs. But one NFT has a limited playtime on Infinite Arcade, which is 2 hours. And within 2 hours, you can earn maximum 65 tick per day. And that's basically the total amount of earnings, which is obviously divided into manager and scholar shares. That's how easy the system is built. Important to note, just Infinite Arcade wants to elevate the fun part of things. That's why the limitation is coming from, where we don't wanna artificially push and in natural behavior of playing like 16 hours of grinding. We wanna offer fun, and we want you guys to switch from game to game and enjoy yourselves while you are on Infinite Arcade. That's why we also make sure that your earnings among all titles will equal to the maximum amount, regardless of what you're playing. So our economy back end is taking care of that. So rewards are given when you, first of all, for skill and also for progression. Let's just say every completed level is eligible for a reward. And if the level is quite difficult, where we know that the success rates are low, then you'll get a higher reward, which basically rewards your skill as well, not only the progression.
Nice. Yeah, so I guess the last question of the night is, what is next up on the roadmap, and what new things can we expect in the future?
Well, a couple of very quick things are, no ads mode is coming. That's a subscription model, which will be purchasable on the hub. New games are coming, and our tournaments are shaping into a beautiful, entertaining event. So we'll be organizing a lot of tournaments where you can compete with other guilds or just enter as teams. And more importantly, what Andrew also mentioned in the vision, and I just touched base on that too. So we'll be creating this across games fun platform for you guys, so that you can again back to the roots and enjoy playing games, which is basically enabled by one single economy, and under that, like thousands of games. This is what is on our roadmap.
Nice. So yeah, let's bring it over to Discord, where wow, there's so many questions in our AMA channel discussions right now. So yeah, do you guys want to choose the questions? I know the prize today. What is the prize again? It's an NFT.
Yeah, I
So
think we have a gamer NFT up for grabs for sure.
Ooh, that's gonna be hard. One question, one NFT.
well, it depends on how many questions we have.
You should check our AMA channel.
So how does this
Alright.
work? I wasn't involved in the discussion about the giveaway. So is it that you choose or we choose, and whoever we choose wins? That seems like there's too much power in my hands. I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, it's yeah. I mean, are you guys on our Discord?
Yeah, I'm watching it go off right now. I'm on the AMA channel right now.
Yeah. So
What's
there's
going on?
yeah. We usually have quite a few questions that are asked by our community. Um, everyone's everyone's trying to make an extra, whether it be tokens or NFTs or USDT or C. Everyone's just trying to make an extra buck during this bear market. So
Got
if
it.
you guys, whatever you guys can give, right?
Sure. All right. Well, let's start with one, and then I might be able to get a approval for a few more, depending on the time. So how about I pick one, Ozan, and then you can pick one. We'll get up to 2, and we'll see if we'll keep going. So yeah, we'll pick 2 NFTs, and I'm basing mine on a combination of both the quality of question and which avatar, which PFP or profile picture is my eye drawn to, and I got myself landing on JEP, JEP YGG So I'll fire his comment right now, his question right now, send it to you. But basically, Jep asked, is IA planning to include high-end games aside from catering to hyper-casual games? So what I'll say to that, and Ozan, I know you touched on this. So we're a huge fan of casual games and hyper-casual games. We onboarded hyper-casual games for several reasons, mainly because we know a lot of people in the space and they were down to join the project and we can move fast. But also they are the most played games on earth and they're the easiest to onboard, which we kind of touched on. So we were really stoked on all those things. That being said, we are now pushing, as Ozan mentioned, into more competitive spaces. These will still be kind of mid-core casual games, the types of games that you can play for 5 minutes or 5 hours. Just pick it up and get going. And finally, what I'll say is we're not pigeonholing ourselves into anything. We have a lot of discussions with other Web3 games and even hardcore games, hardcore non-Web3 and like Web2 or hardcore Web3 games about the possibility for IA to integrate with them as well. So whether you call those AAA games or higher end, I really just kind of call them deeper or kind of a different style. So we're open to all genres. I think the constant thing will be that it's always going to be, never can say always, right? Things can always change, but for right now, we're really going to be focused on things you can play with your Android or your iPhone on the mobile space. So yeah, I will definitely onboard more than hyper casual and some things that I would definitely consider high end in due time. And now that I just said that, Ozon's the one to actually go get all the games to sign up. So that's why I took that question. No pressure, Ozon.
I think you scared Ozon.
Yeah, he's gone. Sorry, dude. All right. Later, I guess I'll pick the next one.
Sorry, I just I muted myself. I just said that's why I call teamwork. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of a mission impossible to pick one question. There are so many. This is amazing. I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, this is one thing I love about being the head of community. I know it'd be unfair for me because I know like this community pretty well, and that's why I like giving you guys the opportunity to choose the questions, or else it'd be unfair for me.
All right. Okay. So there is one gentleman consistently asking about energy reduction. I like that topic, but I think Duki is already at YGG, so he doesn't need an NFT. All right, still scrolling. Beautiful. Okay, so you're all waiting for me, right? Oh, okay, here's one. So there's one question about marketing plans. Andrew, how about this? I can just turn the table.
All right. Let's see what you got.
So Sprite is asking, my question is about your long-term marketing plans. How or through which big partnerships do you plan on utilizing to pass your product onto the normal, especially non-crypto people? This is one of our favorite topics lately. So I think this is very much on spot. So that's my pick. I can just
Yeah, just send Darth the name. I just pasted it in our private chat over on this stream. So are you going to answer that question, Ozan, or do I have to?
Well, I can start answering this, and you can please correct and edit my answer as you like.
Beautiful.
So opening Infinite Arcade to non-crypto people, this is one major step, obviously, which has to happen on the play and earn, play to earn, play to own modes of this new type of gaming. So our plans is we're coming from a gaming background. So we before Infinite Arcade, I used to work at Coda, which is a mobile games publisher based in London. So we know both ends of Web2 gaming quite well, so developers and players. So and also being involved with the crypto market since its early beginnings, we also know the challenges of crypto and non-crypto world and their clashes altogether. That's why we define the common interest here as gaming itself. So I think what we're the best shot here is to offer an entertainment and a fun platform to people where they can meet, connect, and connect under one economy umbrella, which is not necessarily converted into US dollars right away, but which supports and feeds the whole economy and whole environment, developers, players, guilds, and maybe even NFT creators and so on, that they can trade their goods. They can enjoy being on Infinite Arcade by using one token. That's the idea. And adding like thousands of games to Infinite Arcade will obviously attract a lot of interest also from non-crypto world, because they will be seeing Infinite Arcade on their games frequently. And we will be offering them easy model to join Infinite Arcade. I think this kind of describes the most ambitious goal we have. Basically, opening the floodgates from Web 2 to Web 3 through this method. Anything you want to add, Andrew? This question was from Sprite. Nice name.
Right. Sprite's all over the chat. A lot of good questions coming from Sprite. Yeah, no, I think you did a good job. I would add that when it comes to just like pure marketing plans, I think we're going to work a lot with Polygon, hopefully. Just to name drop there a bit, we're a big fan of their chain. We obviously develop on their chain, and they're the leading chain for gaming. So I think we're going to stay close with them and try to partner with them as much as possible on some marketing. When it comes to bringing in the normie players and kind of the long-term vision for attracting normies, I think what we're going to have is a huge user base of people that are already playing these mobile games. There's already people using the entry product, like the basic entry point for our product. So we're going to really lean into that and really trying to convert these people that are just playing mobile games, these normies that probably have never owned an NFT before, and convert them into a player on the Infinite Arcade. And there was a question somewhere on here, like on if people have to own an NFT and what that will look like. And we're going to be looking into different models and different ways for people to start gaming. So on the normie side, it might look a little different than it is today, but it will all be balanced out. So the people that have paid in to buy NFTs in the early stages are going to make their money back and then some. And really the normies coming in will create that big economy where kind of the Genesis NFT holders will be able to continue to pull money out, right? You're going to have a lot more money coming in through the normie gamers, opposed to people only pulling money out. So on the marketing side, it's going to be super crucial for us to tap into all of our knowledge in the user acquisition space and do a lot of UA to bring the users in and get them playing with Infinite Arcade. Cool. Okay, so we've given away 2 NFTs. Let's do one more. I think we have it. I think we can go into the vault and get it. There's a couple minted from the marketing team. So Ozon took too long to select his last one, so I'm going to select the third winner. And I'm going up to the top because I want to pick a good question with a cool PFP, but that was also one of the early people that asked. Okay, really cool one. Okay, this is one of the first questions asked. It was asked by Thibault, Thibault, with just a very lo-fi kind of emo picture for a PFP, which I like. It's very throwback kind of style. Okay, and the question is, so many projects just like to speak about the long-term vision and mission, but what are your short-term objectives? What are you focusing on right now? I think that's a really good question. We're not just here to talk about long-term vision and stuff. I think what we're focusing on right now are threefold. So one of our main objectives to go live by the end of the year with a really great normie product. And I think that'll happen. So we talked a lot about that. That is a near-term goal for us. Another near-term goal is to push out the no ads mode, which should be out very, very soon for all our guild partners. So we talked a lot about that. That's a big push. We're also launching a new website, a new look and feel there from a marketing perspective, and finally tournaments. So we completed 2 tournaments already. We have more on the way. You'll hear more about that through both through YGG SEA, or if you join our Discord, we constantly have communications going out about the different tournaments. And again, that's just more opportunities to earn rewards and compete to earn. So those are like 3 really, really big objectives for us. And we're also going to do some engineering work around, like I said, normie stuff and making it super fast and super easy for wallets to connect, for new people to get wallets. We really want to make sure that this is like the easiest platform to use in crypto gaming, to the point where the crypto is almost invisible. It's just about gaming. And then the people who know the crypto side of it, they're kind of the wizards that can do the most in the economy. But a lot of people will just be playing, having fun, and owning crypto in the background without really knowing it. So hopefully that is short-term enough. All that stuff I talked about is like right in front of us, like 3 months away, 3 to 6 months, or some of it, probably tournaments, probably having another tournament next week, or another one the week after. So a lot of stuff going on. So let me make sure I copy and paste this, just so we can get that third winner down.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think that's probably it. Yeah, or anything else? Should we keep going? We might run out of NFT. I think we've ran out of NFTs.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the community would love to get some more NFTs from you guys. I mean, I got a few more minutes. Do you?
Ozon, do one more, man. Let's give the people what they want, and then we'll call it 4. 4 is a good round number.
All right, I can't say no to that. It's nice to give stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so then I need to pick a question, right? Beautiful.
Yeah. It's quite hard, actually.
It is because it's also a very intense chat. My old eyes can't even follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be impressed by these questions. I mean, this is I don't even know which. I think I'm on like almost 100 AMAs. When I first started, I was choosing the questions, and that took me forever to find.
Yeah, people are they're working for these NFTs. There's a couple of tactics I'm seeing, which there's just the people who just ask once, of course. Then there's this people who take the same question and they copy and paste it over and over again to kind of get the real estate, which is another interesting way to play it. And then there's some people out there that are asking multiple questions once. So they've come up with I think some of these people have like 10 questions each. So there's some impressive activity out there. People are earning these NFTs for sure.
Yeah, I gotta respect the grind, right?
Yeah, there's maybe like an AMA shitcoin idea in here where like you ask questions to earn, like ask to earn or something.
That'd be cool.
All right, so I picked one user, not necessarily because of the question, but because the user is named Poet, and that's the meaning of my name in Turkish. So sometimes it's that easy. So Poet is asking if we are going to be releasing any short videos about games. Yeah, actually, not necessarily about all games, but we got a lot of beautiful marketing videos where you guys can watch and be ready to play within a couple of minutes. So not necessarily the question, but Poet got my love, and it's my name, so that's the fourth winner.
Nice. Yeah. Definitely got some videos. If you haven't, you can go onto our Discord and check out media appearances, and you'll see every video that's ever been made about us by influencers or different people. And then we also drop other materials there, whether it's videos on like how to set stuff up or use our hub or like slides on that type of stuff. So our Discord's a really good place to check that out. And there's a couple moderators in our Discord that if you ever have questions, you can hit them up. Hey, where do I find this? Where do I find that? And they're really great. They know that stuff like the back of their hand, so they can hook you up.
Yeah, and now you guys have this AMA which is on YouTube too. So I'll share that link with you guys.
Yeah, it'll be there forever.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. It's been fun.
Yeah, thanks so much for the time. We're really excited for everything. It's really great to be chatting with everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Ozan. I want to give a big shout out to you guys for taking the time out of your busy schedules. I know, especially right now in this bear market, we're striving to just keep building with. We don't care. Like I probably looked at like the BTC price like once this week, and last week I didn't even bother to look at it. So I mean, thank you for coming on. And I'm pretty sure, like our community, I want to give, let our speak for our community saying how much we enjoyed this AMA with you guys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Again, it's been really great. Thanks everybody for joining and listening, and thanks for all the questions.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, see you in the games. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So there you guys have it. Another awesome AMA by your host, Darth Shi. We were talking about Infinite Arcade. If you guys missed out, don't worry. We will have another AMA sometime this week or next week. Not too sure right now. But yeah, we have a special chat that's going on for NFT whitelists. So if you guys can figure out how to get into that special chat, props to you. We've already tried to get our first week done. Now we're on our second week. So if you guys don't know, try to find out, ask around, and I will see you guys whenever or on Discord. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below on other AMAs you want to hear about or other projects you guys want us to bring on. All right, later, guys.